Hello, friends. This is Communication 17001, and it is the first communication of the new year. I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to having many more communications throughout the year. Well, thinking of the new year, everybody obviously thinks about what's going to happen in the new year, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. In fact, that's the only thing we can be certain about in the year 2017 is that it's going to be an uncertain year. So, especially if one looks at the most recent political activities in the United States with the new administration about ready to take over power. And a lot of people in America are very unhappy about how the election went, and they're not really rallying behind the new administration, which is quite normal in America. I mean, once the elections are over, usually people come together and they because it's so important, they rally behind the new administration and they hope for all of the best because they have to live with that administration for the upcoming at least 4 years. Well, that's not the case this time around, and because of that, that adds a whole lot of uncertainty to 2017, because what happens in America obviously affects everybody on the planet. So we're going to be paying attention to that very, very closely. And that's the purpose of our geopolitical observatory. And it has been very active in recording different data streams about what is happening. And you can go to the geopolitical observatory page, download the latest stuff in whatever category you're interested in. And of course, it's been very active in the geopolitical area recently. And I guess it will stay that because of the uncertainty in the world. Well, anyway, I wanted to kick off this first communication with a quote, and I'd like to direct your attention to another section of our website, which is under the Overviews tab. There you will find at the bottom a link called Voices. And when you click on that, you'll see that we've been adding a number of quotes from different thinkers who have something to say about the future of humanity. And the most recent one that we've added is from a space person, a space engineer, who is called Dennis Wingo. And actually, he's written a very interesting book called Moonrush, and its subtitle is Improving Life on Earth with the Moon's Resources. And he's actually done a lot of research about the available resources that one would find and harness on the moon, and how those resources can be applied to keeping our civilization running on Earth. And indeed, the quote I want to share with you comes from the back side of the book, on the back cover, and you can see it behind me. And he says, "We go to Mars to take our civilization there. We go to the moon to save our civilization here." And I like the second part of that quote very much because it is very close to the goal and mission of the Greater.Earth art intervention, because in the area of Greater.Earth, which extends out 1.5 million kilometers from the center of our planet, you have this big sphere of area that's 3 million kilometers in diameter, and that includes the moon, occasional asteroids, and indeed a whole lot of solar energy there. And it's just above our atmosphere, and if we would go out into this region and harness those resources, including those on the moon that Dennis Wingo writes about, we could apply those to making our civilization more prosperous and more thriving, and we would have a whole new industry. So that is really part of the mission of Greater.Earth, and as it's so close to this quote, I thought we would add that at the beginning of the year. Okay, we have a lot of new developments, and the launch controllers have told me that in the next day or so, we will determine the actual launch date, which is going to be very soon. And once that's done, we will add that date and a countdown clock to the website so you can follow along and be with me when I get on the space plane that will take me to the Greater.Earth space station. But we have a lot of news. In addition to just the launch, there's some other developments in the project which are very exciting, and I will talk about those in future communications. So this has been Communication 17001. I thank you for watching, and Arthur Woods here, resident artist. Goodbye for now.